Hey everybody, welcome back to another video here on the Buck and Duck channel. We are so excited to bring you today a 20 gauge battle. We got Retay Gordian versus Weatherby Element. And we're going to let you guys know which one we think we might like more. We're not sure. Weatherby's been good to us in the past. It's got some things we're not quite loving. So we're going to test them today. We're going to go over the features between the two. Some recoil tests, just some little stuff, patterning. Not going to happen on this video. If you guys are wanting that, check out some of our other videos on our channel. This is just going to be fit, finish, feel. Not necessarily reliability on this one, because we're not going to waste ammo. Okay, we're going to do a couple shots for recoil, that's it. So that's what you're going to get on this video. Here we go. Up first, Weatherby Element. We've got our custom laser engraved buck and duck here. On our nice thing about this is an all aluminum receiver. I don't like plastic trigger guard. Feels plastic, is plastic. Big old rectangle safety. I don't like it. It's hard to push. It's plastic. It doesn't feel great. I didn't like the bolt charge release handle that they had right away. I put this one in. This is custom. This does not come with Weatherby's. Okay? It's out of a Frankie. It worked perfectly. 3 seasons. Never once come out. Never had an issue with it. But the original one, a little small, a little dainty. Didn't like it that much. As well as their bolt release handle. It's nice. It's just a button. But it's a little bit, you gotta find it, right? You gotta find it. So fit and feel, I love this gun. The Dura touch here has been amazing. I love the gun. Gets wet, cold, doesn't matter. It's still going good. As you guys can see, I've got a Carlson choke in here. I think I got to put Carlson's in. I feel if you guys watch the channel long enough, you got to put some kind of extended choke tube on your gun. That's my opinion, and I will stick to it for my entire life. I will stick to it because as a duck hunter, you get into some nasty terrain. You don't know if you're going to get some snow in your barrel. You don't know what's going to happen. I would rather replace a $50 choke or even a $100 choke than replace a $300 barrel. Not fun. I don't want to do that. So, put an extended choke in. Carlson's has done us good for years. I have broke some of their chokes, and their warranty process is amazing, but I've still broke some of their chokes. That's on a different video. The feel of this thing, it is heavier. I didn't think it would be, but it is heavier than the Retay. How they come apart, almost exactly the same. We'll do a video, you guys will see that here in a minute when we take them apart. But the finish on this gun has not great. It's just not great. So you guys can see here, our aluminum receiver. I mean, she's just marked up. Barrel's marked up. Everything's marked up. Not even the stock's beat up. This is a plastic stock. Now they do make a fancier model of this gun where you get camo and what, or you can get one that they have a different Cerakote on it. But if you can't have a good coat as your base coat, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me on that. I have other guns that don't show wear after like 2 years, so we're gonna figure out what the Retay is, because obviously it's a brand new gun. But so far right now, I'm not super impressed with the Weatherby. Fit and feel, it's a little bit bigger in the hand. It's not quite as trimmed down, but it's not bad. It's a little plasticky, but it's also at a lower price point. Now, picking up the Retay, immediately first thing I notice, this thing is light. Even lighter than the Weatherby. Pretty crazy to say that. Maybe part of that's that Weatherby has a hydraulic sleeve inside of its buttstock that's supposed to reduce recoil. I'll be interested to see which one recoils more, but fit and feel on this one. The stocks are cheap plastic. They are on all the models except for the wood one. They don't feel super quality. It's not great. It's just a hollow plastic stock. Although it's a little slimmer up here in the fore end. I do like that. The nut up here to take things down, I like that it doesn't taper off down it like the Weatherby does. This one's kind of a little bigger. It's easier to get your hands on when it's cold out. You got a tapered butt pad here. You guys can see here. they had this tapered. I think that's a nice feature because hopefully I won't catch it on my jacket as much. Oversized, come up here again. Oversized bolt release handle and factory oversized bolt handle, charge handle, whatever you want to call it. This is not that much more expensive than a Weatherby, and it already has those features, and I don't know why more people don't have them. It is such a nice feature to have. Now, what's missing up here, guys? What do I always say? Gotta have the extended chokes. A whole bunch you're gonna test, and we'll put in Weatherby, Retay, neither of them came with it. So the finish feels better so far on the Retay. I had some marks on my Weatherby right away. I don't have now on this one after having it out shooting today, earlier this morning. I didn't notice things. The stippling, that's kind of nice. I mean, it's okay. I would rather have Duratouch on all my shotguns. Expensive Brownings do. That's something you get on the Weatherby Element that you don't get on a lot of guns. That's where its price point's a little better. But all in all, features, finish, I'll give the edge to Retay. Retay's a winner in this category. Between these two guns, okay, I like the gray on black better. I don't like camo guns. If yours are, oh, you should get the waterfowler edition. I don't like it. I don't like camo guns. I don't. That's me. I like colored guns. I like gray. I don't always like just black, but I do like my colored guns. So one thing I'm hoping that this Retay will do better than the Weatherby is I'm hoping to not have any, called Benelli click. You guys know waterfowl, they call it Benelli click. You drop your gun, the bolt comes out of battery, you pull up, you shoot, the gun clicks, you have a live round in there. It's not like primer strike, it just doesn't go off. Retay says that they have fixed that, but we will test that this year. So far, in our testing has worked. So that's one thing. So what we're gonna do now, grab my headphones, hearing protection. We're just gonna run 5 shots through these as fast as we can. I just want to see which trigger feels faster. That's kind of a fun test for me because I like shooting fast. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take the plug out of the Weatherby. And the nice thing about the Weatherby, that's all she is. Boom. Now you can load as many shells as this thing will hold, which is 4+1. So put our cap back on. This is what I was talking about. See how this thing, quite a bit smaller, it's rounded off at the top. It'd be nice for, like, maybe it won't catch on things is what they're thinking, but for me it's harder to grip onto. So safety is on. You see how hard that thing is to push. It's a kind of a finicky safety. There you go. Watch. I'm not a fan. Weatherby, really not a fan of that. So, but that's why we look at other guns. Load this up. One of the positives about the Weatherby is she has been reliable, very reliable. I mean, I haven't had any issues with mine. So here we go. Take safety off. We're just gonna run her fast as we can here. Oh, I don't know what happened there. They're right there. I don't know why that didn't go, but we had a live round. Let's check our shell out. No primer strike. It just didn't put that bolt all the way forward, which is one of the reasons I had issues. We're gonna load that again. No issues that time. Let's do one more round on this Weatherby. Let's see if that was a fluke. I mean, I did clean it after duck season, but it's been sitting since then. And we are sitting in here middle of the year. So it doesn't load quite as good as a Retay. Just pushing it in, the sharp edges here, not being machined out or milled out or anything. You just tell, it's still little things, right? So what do you like? So here we go, 5 shots again. We try reliability, fast we can. Ooh, 2 again. I don't know what the heck. I don't know why that's not, second round's not going out, but we're gonna eject it here. I don't know, Weatherby, what that is. I've cleaned it. That's twice on the third one you haven't went off. Try one more round. Let's put 3 in this time. Here we go. Slow it down a little bit and it goes fine. I don't know if it doesn't like how fast I'm pulling the trigger. Maybe she is a little slower than a Retay. Okay, up next, Retay Gordion. We're gonna take the plug out here and we're gonna go fast. I'm excited. So I don't like this. This is a plastic plug in that gun. I'll show you the difference between the Weatherbys and the Retays. And this is a little thing, right? It's just a little thing, but aluminum, plastic. I can't be that much for a little aluminum stick like that to put in there to have it just be a little more quality. Everything else they've done is a little bit better, so I'm hoping that with that they can fix that someday. But here's that bigger nut on this to hold it all together. Besides that, these 20 gauges are made very similarly, but let's go ahead and see how she runs. You guys are gonna be impressed. This thing is sweet. And that older side bolt release handle, man, you don't even matter where you hit this thing. You don't even have to hit it back on here or here. It goes off either way. And I love that about this gun. Obviously, you look at a gun before you buy it. That's why you guys are here watching me. So, and the safety is just, I like a round metal safety. This feels better. So here we go. Here we go fast. Baby, she is smoking. Much, much faster. Obviously, it didn't have any issues. Run 3 more shells in it. Just because I've got one more target out there to blow up. So, it's fun. It'd be kind of a cool in the dark shine lights shot. Here we go. Retay. I don't even coming up if it doesn't feel like. I mean, it's just boom, 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 done. Done. Retay Gordian wins the shooting competition. It might have a slight edge on the recoil, but who's to say? Okay, we're going to go over some fit and finish things between these two guns, the Weatherby and the Retay. Here's kind of an overview. Obviously, this one's got 28-inch barrel, 26-inch barrel in the Weatherby. Just something I decided to change this year. I'll start at the very back here. Regular, pretty decent recoil pad. This one has the edge. I like that it's a little bit stiff. It's not quite as stiff. It has the top rounded off. I did catch this on my coats. If you guys watching the videos, you saw that. I like this one a little bit more. I like that this is plastic. Mine on this Weatherby, hey, you can see it's missing. You want to know what's missing? Because it rusted. And it rusted and it didn't swivel anymore. So I'm hoping I'm going to like the plastic. Up here to the handles. You can see here, we're pretty close as far as being even between the two. And the Weatherby handles are set back a little bit farther. Sometimes I'm reaching for this trigger. Also, this Retay is a little bit wider here, as you guys can see. And one of my issues with the Weatherby is that it felt. Next big thing, you see Weatherby's is a little bit skinny. Next big thing, Weatherby wins out in. I love the DuraTouch. It's so nice to have in there. Stippling quality is okay, but it's not really that grippy. So I'm hoping in duck blind I don't regret that. But next, I don't know if this is metal. I'll find out for you guys for sure or not. But it's got a good trigger in it. They both have good triggers. The Weatherby's trigger is actually very good. But they both have good triggers. But this feels like a metal guard. It just feels better. I know this is plastic. I don't like it. It feels cheap. The safeties on these things. This triangle safety on this one, I don't like it at all. It's hard to push. It only gets harder as life goes on. Especially getting back on safe. And it is plastic and it feels cheap. Or this one, it just click, 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 click. I like it. Safety is a good feature. Both have chrome line barrels, but you can see here, just a little dot for the Weatherby versus this big giant button for the Retay. I'll show you guys here. Doesn't matter where on that dot you hit, it still goes forward. So I like that. They both have vented ribs. Rib quality seems good. Barrel quality seems good. I'm hoping the finish on the Retay holds up better, because the Weatherby's did not. It looks like garbage. The whole thing wearing looks like garbage. So once again, DuraTouch nicer, but I give the edge to the Retay for the forearm. I like the skinnier forearm a lot more. Now Retay wins again. I like this bigger squared off cap nut for here versus the rounded one. This is easier to get to. Retay is also a lighter gun, and you can feel it. So, as far as fiber optic beads go, this has got a green fiber optic. This has a red. This one's a little bigger. I don't know which one I'm gonna like, which one I'm not gonna like. Honestly, Retay's probably gonna get a new bead on it, because I'm not a huge fan of it. It's just a little red one, and it's so we're still from Frankie again. from the Rocky Family Elites, and we're gonna put that on the Retay because I like guns and that's what I do. So overall winner, I'm gonna, if I had to pick one, just one to go with every season, unless reliability changes, I'm picking the Retay. That's why we grabbed her. Weatherby's been a great gun, but for the price point, there's some things to be desired. Weatherby hasn't come out with a waterfowl or 18i yet. That might change. It's also a different price point, but if that happens, we'll check out the Gordion. No, we'll check out the, we'll do a different video on that if that ever comes out. So far, I'm going winner, Retay, right here. This should be the gun of choice this year, but we plan on testing a lot this year. We plan on shooting 20s a lot, unless there's geese involved or heavy winds. And I'm gonna get some other people. I'm gonna let them shoot both guns. I'm gonna see what they think too, and we're gonna get some more opinions on it. But for today, Retay's gonna be the winner, unless reliability changes, and we'll do that on a future video.